7:12 a.m. The alarm already rang twice. You're running late. You walk into the kitchen, pour a bowl of cereal, grab 2 slices of toast, maybe a flavored coffee, maybe a glass of orange juice. You eat quickly, leave the house, and think nothing of it, because that's what millions of men do every single morning. But what if the first meal of your day is quietly affecting your energy, your focus, and even your hormones? What if the problem starts before 9 a.m.? For decades, men were told breakfast was the most important meal of the day. But almost nobody asked a different question. What kind of breakfast? Because not all breakfasts are created equal. And that changes everything. Walk through any grocery store in America. Look at the breakfast aisle: cereal, granola bars, pastries, flavored oatmeal, fruit drinks, sweetened yogurt, bright colors, health claims, pictures of happy families. But are these foods actually helping men perform at their best? Or are they creating problems most people never connect to breakfast? This question has attracted attention from several experts who study metabolism and hormonal health. One of them is Dr. Berg, a health educator known for his work on insulin, nutrition, and metabolic health. According to Berg, many men spend years looking for ways to improve testosterone while ignoring one of the first habits they repeat every day: breakfast. And if the first meal of the day is creating blood sugar spikes, cravings, and energy crashes, the consequences may follow men throughout the rest of the day. The cereal problem. When did dessert become breakfast? The orange juice myth. Why do so many people think liquid sugar is healthy just because it comes from fruit, toast, muffins, and breakfast breads? Why are so many men hungry again 2 hours after breakfast? David is 39. He thinks he's eating healthy. Every morning, cereal, orange juice, toast. By 10:30 a.m., he's hungry again. By noon, he's looking for caffeine. By 3 p.m., he feels drained. He blames work. He blames age. He never blames breakfast. And this is where things get interesting. Because many men don't have an energy problem. They have a breakfast problem. Think about that. Most men are looking for answers in supplements. Few are looking at the first meal of the day. And sometimes the habits that feel the most normal are the ones worth questioning the most. In the next video, we're going to break down why vegetable oils are in almost everything you eat. Because one ingredient has quietly entered thousands of foods consumed by modern men every single day. Part of the ideas explored in this episode were inspired by observations from Dr. Berg regarding metabolism, nutrition, and male hormonal health. Our mission is to investigate how these ideas apply to modern men. Welcome to The Male Advantage, where we don't just talk about testosterone, we investigate what's working against it. Let's start with cereal, one of the most common breakfast foods in America. For decades, it was marketed as healthy, quick, convenient, the perfect way to start the day. But let's stop for a second and ask a simple question. When did dessert become breakfast? Look at the ingredients of many popular cereals: sugar, corn syrup, artificial flavors, refined grains, added sweeteners, bright packaging, cartoon mascots, health claims. Yet many men eat these foods before work and wonder why they feel tired before lunch. Think about that. You wouldn't eat cake at 7 a.m., but many cereals aren't very different. The body doesn't care about the marketing. The body responds to what's actually inside the food. And that's where many men get trapped. The problem isn't one bowl. The problem is repetition. 5 days a week, 10 years, 20 years. That's when small habits become major consequences. The orange juice myth. Now let's talk about something almost nobody questions. orange juice. For years, it became part of the American breakfast, a symbol of health, a symbol of vitamins, a symbol of a balanced morning. But here's a question. What happens when you remove the fiber and concentrate the sugar? Many men believe they're making a healthy choice, yet they're drinking calories in seconds, and often pairing that juice with cereal, toast, pancakes, waffles, or muffins, which creates an even bigger problem. Now you have multiple sources of sugar arriving at the same time, and your body has to deal with all of it, again and again and again. Imagine a man named David. He's 39, works hard, provides for his family. Every morning starts the same way. A bowl of cereal, a glass of orange juice, 2 slices of toast, nothing unusual, nothing extreme, exactly what millions of men do. By 10:30, he's hungry. By noon, he needs coffee. By mid-afternoon, he's exhausted. So he assumes he's getting older. But what if his morning routine deserves a closer look? The bread problem. Let's move to the third breakfast staple. Bread, toast, bagels, muffins, pastries, breakfast sandwiches. They're everywhere. And most men never think twice about them because they've become normal. But normal doesn't always mean optimal, especially when those foods become the foundation of your daily routine. Ask yourself, how many mornings this month started with bread? How many started with protein? Most men know the answer, and that's exactly why this conversation matters. This is one of the reasons experts like Dr. Berg continue discussing the relationship between breakfast choices, insulin, and metabolic health. According to Berg, many men spend years searching for solutions while ignoring the habits repeated every single morning. Not because they're careless, but because those habits became invisible. And invisible habits are often the hardest to change. Here's the scary part. Most men are looking for a supplement when they should be looking at their breakfast. Most men are searching for a shortcut when they should be investigating their routine. Because before you fix performance, you need to identify what's reducing it, what stronger breakfasts look like. Now let's be practical. This isn't about perfection, it's about awareness. A stronger breakfast usually starts with real food: eggs, protein, fruit, Greek yogurt, natural foods with actual nutritional value, foods that support satiety, foods that help avoid constant cravings, foods that don't leave you searching for energy 2 hours later. No magic, no miracle, no secret formula. Just better decisions repeated consistently. The first meal of the day does more than fill your stomach. It sets the tone. It influences hunger, energy, focus, and often the decisions you make for the rest of the day. That's why breakfast deserves more attention than most men give it. Because sometimes the biggest problems aren't hidden. They're sitting on the kitchen table every morning. In the next video, we're going to break down why vegetable oils are in almost everything you eat. Because one ingredient quietly entered thousands of foods consumed by modern men every day. And most people have no idea how it happened. Part of the ideas explored in this episode were inspired by observations from Dr. Berg regarding metabolism, nutrition, and male hormonal health. Our mission is to investigate how these ideas apply to the modern man. Welcome to The Male Advantage, where we don't just talk about testosterone, we investigate what's working against it. This content is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. Always consult a qualified healthcare professional before making health decisions or undergoing medical testing.